This last section, we're going to have a look at how to filter our data in Pandas. So let's just remind ourselves of our iris data set. We have a column which is just 150. Then we have sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and species. So if you want to filter on a set of values, let's pick, let's go with a sepal length of less than 5. So we can see we've definitely got some, definitely got some over 5. So that's a safe value to pick here. So we do that by working on our iris data set. And what we want to do is select the column that we're going to filter on. So we're going to work totally on that. So we need to have our column specified properly. So we need iris data set again, square brackets, and sepal dot length in square brackets and quotes. And let's have that less than 5, please. So that's going to go through and that's going to print out all of my sepal lengths that are less than 5. So you can see that we've lost our column 0, and that is actually our first column there. So we've we've lost our row 0, that's a row, but row 1 is still there. And you can see that these numbers stay with the row of data again. So doing this filtering again doesn't mess with that registration. So that is just asking for one thing. I'm just asking for sepal lengths less than 5. But what if I want to filter on the sepal length and the petal width? So you can do this with a conditional statement, an and. Same idea, so we're filtering on the iris data, square brackets, and now we need to have 2 conditions. So I'm just going to put first condition there. I'm going to fill that in a minute. So the first condition goes in around brackets and the second condition goes into round brackets. So this time you need to put your condition into a round bracket. With one of them you don't need to do that. With 2 you do, because we've got this and statement here. We're using the conditional and statement. So in here I need to do my first value, which is I want iris data, square brackets, and I want sepal length. And we're still going with less than 5. My second condition, I would please like iris data, square brackets where the petal length, let's go petal width, is greater than 0.2. So if I run that, what have I done there? Sepal dot length, as I said, copy the title of your column exactly. Very dangerous typing and talking. Oh dear, this is just a horrifying set of me being unable to spell. There we go. So when you've actually spelt stuff correctly, this pulls out sepal length under 5 and petal width of 0.2. So we're down to only a handful of values now. So that's your and conditional. You can have your or, which is in Python a pipe. So that gives you where both are true. If you do a pipe, that gives you where one or the other is true. So we're expecting a lot more there. In fact, by looks of things, most of the data set, which is fair enough because they're quite benign constraints we've put on there. So that allows you to select a data set with one condition, a data set with 2 conditions where both are true, or where one or the other is true. You can also find out if something is in your data set. So you might be looking to see if a certain value is in there. So we can ask our iris data. Let's find out if we have a value of sepal length of 4.4. So you pick on your data set, you pick the column that we're looking for, and we just ask is in round brackets, square brackets, the value you're looking for, and it will pull out the instances where the sepal length is equal to exactly 4.4. So that's quite useful if you've got a very large data set and you want to know if there's certain values in there. Useful thing to do. Right, when you're ready, on to the next video and I'll meet you there.